Do you want to know about pros and cons of living in Virginia Beach? Well, I'm going to tell you. Hi, my name is Sam Sansalone and I'm a real estate agent in Hampton Roads, Virginia. And if it's your first time here, welcome! Hit that subscribe button because every Wednesday I put out new videos about Hampton Roads in general and real estate. And I don't want you to miss any of them because they're so awesome. They're loaded with stuff and filled with all kinds of cool information. So today, that information is about the pros and cons of living in Virginia Beach. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you about a very secret restaurant that I love that you should go to in Virginia Beach. The first one is traffic. Okay, so traffic here, people complain about it. In other big cities, it's a lot worse, to be honest with you, but it still is a problem. The city grew in the last 20, 30 years quite a bit, and the road system, in my opinion, wasn't able to handle the significant growth that fast to be able to change the road configurations to help support all these new cars. The city has helped to develop new roads and expand roads to make traffic easier, but it still is a problem, especially rush hour. Number two is actually the humidity. The temperature here, it can get pretty hot, 80s, 90s, but the humidity is what makes it really uncomfortable for about 2 months out of the year, end of June till the middle of August. So if you have hair that gets frizzy, this is a time to prepare for the extra moisture. But I will say that you get used to it, and you get hot when you go outside and you turn the AC on a lot. Okay, so number three is jet noise. All right, so Oceana Naval Air Station is on the east side of Virginia Beach, okay? And in parts of the area, especially around Oceana, planes will be flying in and out every day. If you're in an area where the path of those planes fly, you can pretty much count on hearing jet noise fairly frequently every day, couple of days. In the afternoon for just a short period of time. But when it comes, it can be really loud. So if loudness is a big factor to you, especially when you're coming to buy a house, talk to your real estate agent and you guys can talk over how important that is and which areas are most affected by it. But noise as a whole in Virginia Beach is not a big deal. It's very localized to specific neighborhoods and sections of the city. Okay, now number four is very similar to number one in that not the traffic, but you have to drive anywhere to get anywhere. Now you can walk, but the city isn't really designed for that, so you can't really walk too far without running out of sidewalk, for instance. Just not really friendly for walking. Public transportation exists, but it doesn't always go quickly. And again, because there are so many roads and sections of Virginia Beach, it can take a long time for public transportation to get you where you want to be. So expect to drive, expect to drive, expect to drive. It takes you about 20 minutes to get anywhere. Okay, number five is another localized thing, which is flooding. The thought is that, okay, if you're close to the ocean, then you're possibly more apt to get flooding. Well, you can in those areas, but there are specific spots actually more inland that also have flooding. But for the most part, most of the city actually is not in a really high risk flood zone, but there are again certain locales that you kind of need to be aware of. So I'm gonna also drop a link down below in the comments. It's a map to help you determine if a house you're looking at or a house that you live in is in a high risk flood zone. So that can help you determine if you need flood insurance, for instance. So in the comments below, we've gone through these cons. Tell me if there are any others that you think are negatives in this area. Now, for the pros. I've got a few pros, but there are so many pros. I love it here. Let me go through it. Okay, so number one, outdoors. If you're an outdoors person, this place is the bomb. The reason I say that, you've got beach, oceanfront, right? You've got, there are other beaches besides the touristy oceanfront, which is the main, they call it the boardwalk. There are other beaches called Sandbridge, Croatan. If you go to the north side of Virginia Beach, it's actually a lot less crowded. So if you want to be a little more quiet, you can go up into those, they call them the high numbered streets. Back Bay Wildlife Refuge. You've got False Cape State Park. You've got First Landing, which is a park in the northeastern section of Virginia Beach that is actually where the settlers landed before they settled in Jamestown. Cool history, right here in Virginia Beach. And also almost 300 publicly funded parks. So the city really wants to put a lot of effort into making this a very family-friendly area. Okay, number 2 is school systems. Now, niche.com actually rates all the schools in the country, and you get a lot of reviews on that site. I'll put a link below. Of the 311 Virginia schools, they've got 2 of ours ranked in the top 30. Actually, most of Virginia Beach's schools are in the top third of the state. All of the great schools in Virginia Beach are scattered amongst the entire city. So you're not stuck to, if you're moving here, you're not stuck to a specific area of Virginia Beach to get a good school. You've got a great selection in the entire city. Number 3 is food. Food here is so good. Partially because there are a lot of different cuisines here, a lot of different nationalities that come here and open up restaurants. So you get a pretty good assortment. The big primary food that we're known for, though, is the seafood. Fish, crab, oysters, just about everything. Up and down the ocean front, along the coast, and even inland as well. And if you've got a favorite one, comment below. Send some good options for people that are coming into town. Now, number 4 is safety. So Wallet Hub actually ranked all the large cities in regards to best places to live. And they ranked Virginia Beach as number 2 in the country. One of the factors is safety. They actually had us number 4 in the country in regards to safety. Because of fair housing laws, I can't specify, I don't want to steer you into saying, hey, this area is good, this area is bad, but just as a general rule, we are known to be a very safe and family-friendly city. Trulia has a crime map that's very easy to use, and I shot a video actually about this, put up in the top corner here. And another pro to living here in Virginia Beach is the job market. Here locally, the unemployment rate is actually lower than the national average, but also we have a lot of large companies that set up shop here. Dollar Tree, Northrop Grumman is relatively close to this area. Booz Allen Hamilton, a consulting firm. IKEA is coming into town, lots of new shops, and a lot of other businesses that have come here to make this area very vibrant for the job market, especially if you're in the military and also are retiring here. The opportunities and chances for you to get a good job after retirement in the military is pretty high. Again, if you have any comments or have any questions, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I look forward to responding to all the questions you've got, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Okay, here's the secret restaurant. I don't want to tell you this kind of because as soon as people know about this more, they're going to start going. But go to this restaurant, the Carib Shack. It's on Shore Drive in Virginia Beach. It's a Caribbean restaurant. Order the mama's beef. Thank me later. You're welcome. So let me give you some pros. Some pros. It's lonely in this room. It's just me. I'm hungry.